Good afternoon. This is a meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Today is June the 3rd of 2021. I'm calling this meeting to order, and the first item that I want is roll call, please.
Erasmo E. Villarreal,
Present.
Jorge Dominguez,
Present.
Rafael Dueñas,
Present.
Abraham Lugo, Johnny M. Narvaez, Raúl Ugalde Jr.,
Present.
Larry Dogalina,
Here.
Daniela Sadapaz,
Here.
Ana Gabriela Villarreal. For the record, we do have quorum.
Thank you. Has anybody called in that they're not going to be able to make the meeting?
Yes, we had confirmation from Ms. Villarreal and Mr. Narvaez that they were out of town, they would not be able to attend.
All right. Can we have a motion to excuse the two people that are out of town?
So move. Excuse.
We have a motion and a second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you. The next item, can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The next item is the consideration of the approval of the minutes of May the 6th and of May the 20th. Anybody have any corrections or deletions on the minutes? I'll give you guys a few more minutes to go through them. Anybody have a motion?
So move.
A motion
Second.
and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. The next item we have is citizens' comments. Do we have anybody signed up at this point for citizens' comments?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, we're moving into item 6. Item 6A, I do have an email here that is from the engineer Oscar Castillo requesting that we table item 6A, the loop master plan, and item 8A, the subdivision phase 6. Can we have a motion to that effect?
Make a motion to table items 8A and 8B.
That's 6A and 8A.
Sorry, 6A and 6B, correction.
6A.
That's 6A.
6A
And 6A and 8A.
and 8A, sorry,
Yeah.
correction again.
Okay. All right.
I'll get it.
All right. Here we go. We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. The next item that we have is item 7. It's a public hearings and preliminary consideration of the replat of the north 30.55 feet of lot 2 and lots 3, 4, and 5, block 823 Eastern Division into lot 2A, block 823 Eastern Division. The intent is commercial. All right, this is a public hearing. Who's gonna make this presentation? Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Daniel Gomez, the engineer. Well, before I commence, it's good to be back.
I agree. It's good to see you all
This is a
again.
lot better than doing by the phone.
Yeah.
But going back to this, we don't have any problems with the comments. We will comply with everything.
Okay, thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions for the engineer from the commission? No questions from anybody? All right, what are the wishes of the commission?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a- We have a motion and a second by Dueñas. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries, thank you. The next item is item 8B, preliminary consideration of the replat of Lot 1, Block 1, Lago del Mar, subdivision Unit 2 into Lot 1A and 1B, Block 1, DMCC commercial plat. The intent is commercial. The engineer of record.
Good evening, gentlemen. Miguel Jimenez with Howland Engineering representing our client. We pretty much agree with all comments. We do have a concern on one of the comments from traffic. It states here that, is it traffic? But there was a concern with the access to International Boulevard.
The traffic comment?
I'm sorry,
I don't think it was a traffic comment.
I don't see it.
traffic comment. It was,
Oh.
sorry, planning comment.
Oh, okay.
Comment number 2 from planning. And, I mean, we're just concerned because, we're not near International Boulevard, and we're concerned that they mean Del Mar, and our client is really big on having an access from Del Mar.
Okay, Ralph, you want to answer that, or?
I'm not sure, I'm looking at our packet and item 2 deals with the
XY
Yeah, I
coordinates.
see it.
coordinates. It's,
There's
there's
a
a,
coordinate issue.
Where are we at?
You're talking about, I think, is it,
Comments?
This is, Lago de Mar Subdivision Unit 2.
right. Which is the DMCC commercial, is that correct?
Am I looking at the wrong one? I'm sorry.
That's at number 2, planning the following comments.
Yes, you're right. No,
No.
I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm sorry. Okay, no.
you don't have any
no,
issues
we
at
don't
all?
have any issues yet.
All right, does anybody have any questions for this young man?
No.
If not, what are the wishes of the commission?
Make a motion to approve subject to the comments.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh, motion carries. Next item, preliminary consideration of the replat of Lot 3A, Block 1, San Isidro, multifamily plat into Lot 3C, Block 1, San Isidro multifamily plat. The intent is commercial.
Good evening. I'm Fernando Blanco representing Pego Consulting. And we concur with all the comments. So.
Okay, thank you very much. Does anybody in the commission have any
Yes,
questions?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
On the way it is platted, we show, I can't tell what you're deleting. Is that an easement?
It's an access easement, and we are cutting a part of the access easement.
Why are you doing that? I mean, if it's an easement that is existing, are you deleting that easement?
Yes, a part, just part of the easement.
I noticed that you're deleting only part of it, but
I don't know if you got the a picture of the.
I have the picture of the plat right here.
Yeah, if you could, Victor. We'll try and get
Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
once we have an easement,
Yes. Probably it's better if we can see it on the blueprint, the one you showed before, the previous one.
International close to, that's close to that, AutoZone,
That one.
Walmart, right?
yeah, well, I saw it. I mean, I know exactly what it
Yeah, the
is.
thing is, right here, we don't need it anymore, the access easement, because right here on the adjacent property, this is a multifamily this is a multifamily, it's a gated community. They have driveway, they got access already, so we don't need this easement anymore. So the intent is to make it shorter, just to avoid any kind of conflicts and for the future building.
I know exactly what you're doing.
If
But-
you see that, I'm sorry, if you see that's the last commercial property, and it's just in front of Walmart.
My question is,
Oh, it's right.
if that easement is on record and you're trying to delete it by a replat, is that possible, Vanessa and Rafa?
Yes, it is.
Now, if that easement was already granted to the existing property, which is right next to him.
Right.
And it's on record now, is there any authority that we're deleting from the existing property right next to it by accessing that easement that is already recorded?
You mean to the south? The property to the south?
So in the history of this development, this property, this area has been replatted multiple times. And it originally came, if you notice on the name, it's called commercial, because the intent was to do like some sort of commercial, like a retail development. Later on, they came back and the area to the south was developed as a multifamily with their own separate access straight to international.
Okay.
So there really is no further need for that easement. The problem, or not, the issue for them is that they're trying to make a building that's a little bit larger and that easement's in the way because it's platted as such. So they're trying to not eliminate it fully, but reduce it.
My direct question is, they own that easement and they got the right to delete it
That is correct.
without affecting the property next door.
That is correct.
Okay.
That's why the
Okay.
intent to make it short, a little shorter.
So
We are not eliminating it completely. So we are.
And my second question is,
The easement is going.
if you're gonna delete it, then why are you leaving that easement? I mean,
Why are you shortening the easement is what you're asking, right?
yeah, that's correct.
How many feet are you cutting the easement and why are you leaving the easement?
Well, we are leaving just a part of the easement, just to have access to the property. And we don't need the rest of the easement because the Addison property, it has already a driveway.
Or shared driveway.
It's a block wall, I think it's a retaining
No,
wall.
I get it,
block
I get it.
walls.
The question I guess that we all have is, do you really need the easement at all? I guess is what I have in my mind.
Well,
You know, I mean,
well-
what purpose is it?
It's no reason to continue the easement to the Addison property.
Right.
Because they have a block wall, I think it's a retaining wall also. So it's no reason to continue with the easement. So the intent is, the problem that we have right now, it's the easement, it's in conflict with the
building.
building. So we are trying to,
and I understand.
So the only,
but
the only easement that you're trying to replat is the easement that you have control over. Because the adjacent property owner has already fully developed his portion of the easement. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
So I guess let me ask one quick question then. The access to this property, then you're gonna get it right off of International? Is that what it is?
Probably it's,
Or is it a shared driveway?
That little sliver.
For clarification, Mr. Chairman,
parking.
they will not have direct access
Which
to
makes sense.
international.
So they need that easement to
They
be
need-
able to
they're
access
coming-
this property
Correct.
on the shared easement.
Correct.
Now it makes sense. All right, now it makes sense.
yeah, we
Okay.
need a part of the easement
All
to
right.
have access to the
Okay.
property.
Yeah.
Sure.
But there's no reason to continue
Yeah, I got
the
it.
easement along
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you can put it all the way up here. and
Yeah.
you can
Okay,
switch
well,
over.
Yeah.
I'm still not happy with that, the way you're doing it, Vanessa. I'll make my opinion, Mr. Chairman, if I may, real quick.
Sure.
I'm not happy with it because you're actually entering your neighbor's property to access your property. The only reason is that you are cutting the easement. So if your neighbor wants to go into your property, he will not be able to go into your property anymore because now you're deleting the easement that is already there. And I'm familiar with those type of easements, Mr. Chairman, because those developments, when they left the easement, there was a purpose for a continuation of traffic in between the properties. And that's why I'm asking Rafael and Vanessa, that if that's the way the property was platted with that easement there, now you're deleting it, well then, it
I
doesn't make any
think,
sense.
Commissioner, I think the issue here was when this whole property was first platted,
Mm-hmm.
that access easement was to do multiple commercial tracks.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Since then, it's been replatted, I don't know,
How many times?
at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And therefore, the uses have changed. And because now the uses have changed, they're now separate pieces of property. That's what's happened here.
Okay.
It goes back to the original plat that now has changed considerably.
Probably if you got an aerial view of the adjacent property, it's gonna be
Here.
Gas
A little
station.
bit better.
And don't get me wrong, but what I'm just trying to be fair to the neighbor. You as an
This is the
engineer,
gas
you
station.
bring the
This is,
documents here,
AutoZone.
we approve it, and then you got the neighbor that wants to go into the property because there was an easement, and now the easement has been deleted. So that's the
Yeah,
only,
but we are,
You're not gonna block it
I
off.
mean, we are not blocking
No, it's
the
a-
access
has to
to
block it
the
Right.
adjacent property, because the adjacent property is a gated community, it's a block wall, so I mean,
okay,
not a continuation of the
not a
adjacent
problem.
property. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Any other questions from, commission?
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second? We have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'll vote against, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we
Yes,
have
we
one
noted.
against. One against.
Thank you.
All right, next item is a preliminary consideration of the plat of Lago del Valle, Phase 8. The intent is residential. All right,
Just for clarification, there was 2 against on the last
one.
one.
No, one against.
One
One
against,
against.
Commissioner Dominguez is against.
Thank
Well,
you.
I better clarify that. There's 2 Commissioner Dominguez's now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's Dominguez.
No, no, se la paso.
Paz.
De domingo.
Okay, so you're gonna go, all
Se
right.
la paso.
Okay, I gotcha.
Thank you.
All right, yes, sir.
Punto aclarado, continuemos, Chairman.
My name is Fernando Blanco, representing Peva Consulting. And we have the item C in the agenda also.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
We got the item C
Yes, sir.
in the agenda also.
This is 8D, 8D,
Oh, 8B.
8D. Yes.
Which you do have as well.
Yes.
Lago del Valle.
Lago del Valle.
Lago del Valle, fase 8.
You okay with the comments?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Any questions for the engineer?
Or you come.
All right. If no questions, what are the wishes of the commission?
I make a motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second, Dueñas.
Second, Dueñas. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is a review and consideration of the following vacating plats.
Can I, motion to hear items, 9A through, say, 10?
Hold on, let's do 9A. Let's do, this is a vacating plat. Let's do this one.
Separate?
Yeah, and then we'll do the 10 by itself, as one.
10A
So let's go and let's do 9A. This is the consideration to vacate the plat of Cuatro Vientos North Subdivision, Phase 13. Okay, the staff on this is where? All right, so the staff is okay with the vacation of this plat without a problem?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
All right, what are the wishes of the commission?
So move.
We have a motion by Commissioner Ovalina, do we have a second?
Second?
Second by Commissioner Dominguez, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next item is item 10, all right?
Okay, so I want to make a motion to hear items 10A through 10E, all together.
All right, we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
A second,
Motion to approve item 10A through 10E.
all right?
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. All those in favor of the motions?
All right?
Those against? Motion's carried. All right, item 11, consideration of the model subdivision rules. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion
Second?
and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I want to thank you all very much.